What's up, Trekkies? Hi, so there is one bit of news coming up here in a little bit. It's a new specialization. A little iffy on it. In terms of news on Star Trek, most people are getting done either today or tomorrow. I mean, some people start it later, don't do it every day, with the breach thing. So welcome to your new card, your VSS Citadel ship, whatever. It's a great little Admiralty. I haven't even done Admiralty in a while because I just, another little thing, because Breach is actually fairly easy to do in terms of other events. So I'm probably at least going to keep doing it on, I don't know. It seems like, because it's easy to get like 40 more marks and get your daily thing because it's worth a lot of marks just doing it in of itself. It's sort of like why I do Atmosphere when we have the shuttle event. I do Atmospheric Assault because, like, at least for fleet marks, you can get like 250 fleet marks because because there's like the ×5 or whatever it is. And then now that, you know, the daily comes in for the fleet marks, it's like 300 fleet marks a day, and you're like, wow. And all you have to do is deal with, and you don't even have to like do good at it. That was like, we did pretty poopy. But anyways, another thing about Breach, I've seen this happen a lot more recently, and I'm going to basically complain about this. I understand that a lot of people have a great number of characters and need to rapid fire the breaches, so they need to get through on every single character. But some of us like doing the trench thing. Like, we really had like 4 people go straight forward into the trench. We were halfway down the trench. We were on the second little thing, and the one frickin', I think it was a Kobali cruiser, you know, like just and went straight to the hole. And since the little thing came up, everybody went down the thing. We didn't get to do the trench thing, which is like, yay, it's fun. I like doing the trench thing. But it's been happening more and more recently, to the point of I don't even accelerate right away and go into the trench unless I see all 4 people go that way. Because if someone's gonna dive, I'm not even gonna. And it kind of takes away the fun of other people because you want to rapid fire and go through things fast. And I've ran into this problem on WoW, where people want to cut dungeons out, and I'm like, and at times I need loot from that boss that you are skipping. In this case, there is no boss that they're skipping. It is an optional to do at least 100% of those, and it gets more marks, and okay, that's cool. You don't need that little bit of marks. I don't necessarily need that many marks. It's probably only a bonus of like 10 more marks, but it's the principle. But I know people don't necessarily believe in principles anymore. It's just whatever. Whatever they need to do, they will do for themselves. A lot of Star Trek players don't do the whole Vulcan edict. No, that's not. That's infinite diversity and infinite complexity. It's the needs of the many, wants of the many. Whatever. You can definitely tell when people aren't team players. Usually your team players are your tanks. Because, at least in this game, dumb to tank. Got through that one. New specialization, which I think is going to be funny because I have like 9 specialization points now. I've maxed everything. So, I'm going to get, by the time this thing comes out, I'm probably going to have a 10th one. So, yeah, I'm going to have this. It's the Strategist, which is pure space. Seems kind of, I mean, I think pilot is pure space also. Intelligence and command are ground also, and commando is just ground. It's nice, but I kind of want another ground one. Even though I know a lot of people don't do ground stuff. At least have one that's not, anyways. So, what this is it seems to be involving a new, like they've completely redesigned tanking. It's called a threatening stance ability, which is also being added part of 11.5 skill revamp, FYI, to determine what effects to give. While threatening stance is on, Strategist gives bonus focus on giving captains additional defense benefits when healed by themselves or others, letting them stay in the fray longer. While threatening stance is off, Strategist focuses on giving themselves enhanced regeneration and offensive potential, letting them take down threats faster. So, in the case of the beginning part of Breach, where you don't really need to tank anything, you can turn threatening stance off. And then when you go in and you're going through the very first part and you're grabbing all the various little ships and you got the Citadel ship or whatever, the dreadnought that's in there, you can tank on that. But when you're dealing with the power cores, you can go back to turning it off. And you can turn it, on and off for your various bonuses. They have 3 abilities that or 3 talents, specialization. those things give you the on and off effect. It's like logistical support. When it's on, you gain 5% of incoming healing as temporary hull. This stacks 10 times. So threatening stance off, gain 1% critical hit chance when healed. Further healing refreshes this effect. I think that number might change a little bit. 1% crit hit chance, it seems really, really low. I think maybe 2%. Show of force, threatening stance on, increase incoming healing by 10%. Off, gain 2% crit hit severity for each foe you hit with energy weapons, stacks 5 times. Attrition warfare. On, reduce bridge officer recharge times by 1% when healed. So I guess for like hazard emitters, that's 1%, 1%, 1% as it ticks. That's cool. And then threatening stance off, shield and hull regeneration rates increased. Additional abilities can be unlocked as well as additional ranks for some of the above. Okay, ranks. Oh, so specializations are moving with ranks. Oh no, it would be the okay, that's good. So you can have like logistical support 1, 2, and 3. So you get 3% crit hit chance. 1, 3, 5, I don't know. And as a secondary specialization, captains can purchase 15 new abilities to improve their offensive and defensive potential. Unlocking 15 abilities gives access to the new starship trait Unconventional Tactics, which allows captains to deal more damage while Brace for Impact is active. As science vessels, I don't even have that damn thing on my bar. Aaron does on his ships because he likes to use it because it's really great because he can't really turn away from Borg ships blowing up and he likes to get close to them with his eject warp plasma. So he has Brace for Impact on his bar. I don't. I'm a science vessel. I effectively, as some people in my fleet like to point out, I'm a caster. So I'm pretty far away from things. If I'm hitting Brace for Impact, you know what I mean. I've got some relatively close range stuff, but it's like the refracting Tetrion Cascade, I need to be within 2.5 kilometers, but I really don't use that on one thing anyways. So it's usually like I'm sailing in, I gravity well, pull everything in, and then as I get within that, I just so even that Tetrion Lance Burst thing that came with the set, it just that went out 10 kilometers, so I didn't have to worry about that much. But yeah, this specialization will come out 11.5, scheduled for release in the near future. So we are at the Ides of Mott right now, and that will be good to go. Like I said, it could be April. It'll be at a Thursday. They've already put something out, so could this be the 31st? Perhaps. 31st of the 7th. They said spring, and if they're gonna go with actual spring, that happens next Sunday. So yeah, that's what's going on with that. Chat with you guys next week, and hopefully we'll have more information as they leak out stuff.